Hello and welcome to our next doctoral candidate on the PHYMOL project. My name is Dr. Alston Miskita, and I'm a physicist at Queen Mary University of London in the Department of Physics and Astronomy. And today I'll be talking to one nuclear physicist we have on the PHYMOL network, Omar Rodríguez Lopez, who's come all the way from Cuba. And he is unique in the sense that he's a nuclear physicist in a project that is chemistry. So Omar, I'd like to find out a little more about your project now, and could you tell us something about it?
Yes, of course. My project is based to improve semi-empirical models, such as the PM6, PM7. There are a lot of semi-empirical models. So we want to improve because they are very fast, but they reduce the accuracy versus to other more exactly models like Kappa cluster or DFT. So we want to improve with different methodology, not only with to parameterize or add correlations to the semi-empirical model. So there are different ways to improve it.
So the semi-empirical models you want to improve are models for the electronic energy of molecular assemblies.
Yes, exactly.
And they are fast. That's why, so you can use them on larger and larger systems.
Yeah, we began with semi-empirical models that got a good performance with non-covalent interactions, but then we want to move to network reaction analysis.
So to the interactions between molecules, non-covalent interactions. Now, what was the challenge you faced? So why did you choose? What did you find interesting in this project? And why do you think this is an important?
The challenge part for me was, I think, the coding part of the project, because I like coding and pass hours in a computer. So I want to improve the tools that we use today to predict the energy of molecules, and this is important because the dynamical behavior of the proteins, perhaps, maybe something like that.
And the coding is, which language are you using? Is it Python or?
No, I'm using a lot of them. I use mainly Python, JavaScript, and in some cases like the MOPAC program, we use Fortran, but mainly Python and JavaScript.
So you've got the knowledge of quite a few?
Yes, in my base in nuclear physics, I learned a lot about programming. I began with C++, then I moved to Python, so it's not a problem for me.
Well, it's nice to see that you have a diversity of skills here. Now, I know you began initially with, you changed your topic some.
No,
can you tell us about this? Because this is important.
I don't change. I just finished my first project.
Yeah.
Then I move on to another project, mainly because I passed two secondments, first in the University of Luxembourg and then in Prague in the ICB. And this two secondment was about machine learning.
Exactly.
So I like this field that is very important nowadays, because most of the people say that machine learning will replace humans some days, but I don't think so. I think that people that learn machine learning replace another human, so it's very high important to learn about machine learning and artificial intelligence.
So you're using machine learning and you're combining it with your data sets involve quantum chemistry.
Yes, I combine it with data set of chemistry and combine with semi-empirical models and other models.
And can you give us kind of just a snapshot, of how you use quantum chemistry and how that data feeds into your machine learning?
Yes, well, suppose you have inputs. These inputs could be the position of atoms of different structured molecules. You have the energy, you have the gradients, how the molecules move. And then you put this input. Before to put the input inside the neural network, you need to filter some data. You need to reduce the noise in your data. You need to fit it to a different method. What method performs well. And then you put inside to the neural network, and the neural network just search what's the best functional form that fits your data.
And that's, so your project is going to evolve as you put more and more data and
yeah, because neural network works in this way that if you have more data, more accuracy you will have.
Okay, that's great. Now you've come all the way from Cuba That's pretty far away.
Yeah, very far
And you're
away.
working in Spain, in Santiago de
Santiago de
Compostela, a
Compostela.
lovely place, which I've never been to. But how did you find this transition from Cuba to Santiago?
Oh, it was a big difference, not in the language, but in the culture, maybe. But I met a lot of people new, some kind of them. But it was really nice because I moved with my wife and was a really change to change the country. But I think that finally I realized that I am in a good place. I'm learning a lot.
So a positive experience.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. Now you are based not only in Santiago with Professor Bertha Rodriguez Fernandez, but you are also in the PHYMOL network. And what can you tell us a little bit about your experience with within the PHYMOL network, the people you have met?
Yeah, that's the funny part because I am the only PhD in my department. So I met the other PhD in this PHYMOL network. So my relationship with people of my age is only here. So that's the funny part. It's important to do network because you meet different people from different cultures. So that's a higher impact in my learning in my nowadays.
So overall, you think this project has been great from a social point of view, from a learning point of view?
Yeah, and of course I have learned a lot, not only about the scientific part, but also the dissemination. If you realize I don't talk so much, but I need to improve that skill, and I think that this network have the tools for that.
Now, looking ahead, you've got a year and a half, you're kind of midway in the project. Where are you seeing this work go, and what kind of impact do you see yourself have?
Well, I suppose that mainly in the field of machine learning, artificial intelligence, there are a lot of things that it remains to do. I want to continue in developing new tools with machine learning. Also in the field of chemistry and quantum chemistry, I don't want to move out there because I realized that I like it. So now I plan to do some postdoc when I finish my PhD. I plan to finish my PhD in the next year if all works well, but I plan to do some postdoc position and then maybe keep my point of view that stay in the university. I don't know. I don't really know.
No, let's test that.
Maybe I can prove the industry. I don't know. But
that's great. I mean, so you want to combine machine learning and chemistry.
The part sure is that I would keep the machine learning part.
Excellent. Now, last question. Would you recommend PHYMOL to anybody else, and why?
Yes, of course. Every doctoral network, mainly in the European Union, is very important, very fun, and you have learned a lot about them. You have learned not only in the scientific part, but you have the chance to engage with different people, different cultures, and different point of view of investigation, not the only one that you have. So I powerfully recommend this part of scientific.
Thank you, Omar.
Thank you.
And with that, we have our last interview with a PHYMOL candidate for now, and look forward to the next of these sessions with what goes on in PHYMOL. Thank you.